Good morning, Alex. Thanks for having us.
So the question that I think is percolating on this move is why now? And how offensive is it versus defensive, as AT&T and T-Mobile already have a lot of these kind of free phone plans?
Well, Alex, to put it in context, we talked in early March after the announcement of the C-band auction results that one of our key strategic initiatives was 5G adoption. And we committed to an accelerated adoption path and said that we believed we could be at least a year ahead of the equivalent 4G migration. So today's announcement is just reflective of that strategy. We've seen network traffic as measured by handoff start to get back to pre-pandemic levels. We've seen our retail stores see traffic again. So launching for the 1st of June was really the opportunity to bring the very best of Verizon. Last week, we announced the fact that we'd expanded our offering to include Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass for gamers. So all of those things meant today was a great time to launch this program.
This is usually, and I could be wrong in this, but these kind of promotions tend to happen in the fall when you have the new phone models. This is quite early. Talk more about that timing for me.
Well, it's because we're seeing the market open up again. You know, business formation in the first quarter was at record levels, and that's continued into Q2. We're seeing traffic in our stores and on our network. So we wanted the opportunity to do our bit to get the country moving again. We announced last week that we're launching 1,000 new jobs in our retail stores, as well as our expansion of our gaming offering. So no better time to have not just better on Verizon, but better with Verizon. And this will lead to our campaign running through into the balance of the year, where we will be launching at the end of the year, beginning of next year, our C-band, but we're already expanding our ultra-wideband network and announcing new cities all the time. So no better time to be with Verizon.
Okay, I know that's the pitch, but you did have about, what, 170,000 subscriber losses in the first quarter? Has to be tied. What part of it's tied to that?
Well, we have a seasonality, which means that we're negative net subscribers every quarter and have been for a number of years. It's just the shape of our when we've written our business. So we're actually seeing our business at or above 2019 levels. And that's what I said would be a benchmark. 2020 was clearly a different year for everybody because of the lockdown, but we're actually seeing the market and our share in the market very strong. And we're more than pleased with how we're trading. I said that at the end of the Q1 results, that we actually exited the quarter with real momentum, and that has continued into Q2. So we're very much doing this from a position of strength. We have a great range of choices for customers. And what I love about what we announced today is that it's not just a new customer offer. Our existing customers who already know the benefit of the Verizon network can now get the very latest phones on us.
So then how do you view the competitive landscape, particularly as AT&T is going to really sort of focus in now on broadband and its wireless division, since it's spinning off its media, selling its media assets? Like, how would you describe the competitive landscape today versus, say, 2 years ago?
So I think we're in a very strong position. You know, the US market is always competitive, which is hugely healthy for consumer and business alike. And competition is a great thing. It creates innovation. But don't forget, we led the market by launching the first ever 5G network, and we continue to lead the market. So we're very confident that our definition of value, which is quality, choice, and experience, really resonates with customers. Our mix and match offering, allowing customers to get a wide range of both entertainment and great network experiences, has created us a leadership position in the marketplace.
I broke the news earlier that you had positivity rate in New York City at a pre-pandemic low. Like, it's really low the whole pandemic, and we're reopening a lot of areas. And so I'm wondering, like, what are people buying? What are they doing? Are they staying at home? Are they going back to work? How does that affect their usage, and how does that affect what you sell them?
So our best measurement is handoffs on the network, because that shows people moving around. And as I indicated, we're seeing in many cities in the United States that back to pre-pandemic levels. We're also seeing business formation accelerating. And so one of the things that we will be doing is we'll be working closely with small and medium businesses throughout June and July with Small Business Fridays to make sure that we're actually matching the technology needs to their new business needs. What we're also seeing is customers continuing to look online, but then are happy to come out now and browse in stores. So we're seeing a big increase in footfall in our retail estate. And people want both the best devices and the best experiences. So whether it's Disney Plus or Discovery Plus, whether it's Apple Music or now Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass, we have a fabulous range of content and experience that can be enjoyed on the best network.
And you mentioned that you had already announced that you were going to be hiring more people. How's that going? As we head to Jobs Friday, the conversation has been sort of the labor market might be tighter than we think, or that we have not enough workers. How do you see it right now?
So it is tight. There's no question about it. So we announced 1,000 jobs in retail, and we will also be having jobs in our customer service environment in the coming months. And I would say after the first few weeks, we've identified about a third of the roles that we have open. So it is a little tighter out there than perhaps people understood.